Opposition immigration spokesman Scott Morrison has proposed a policy that could prevent the public from ever learning how many asylum seeker boats arrive under a coalition government. This out of sight, out of mind plan would leave the decision over whether or not to make boat arrivals public in the hands of a 3-star military officer. And in justifying the proposal to give up that decision-making power, Morrison said, "I don't think those decisions should be put in the hands of politicians. I'm quite happy to trust a 3-star military officer of our armed forces." Yeah, I agree, Scott Morrison, elected member for Cook. Politicians who we voted for to run the country shouldn't make decisions. That's the Army's job. In fact, why can't we just cut out the middleman entirely and vote for the guy who's going to be running things anyway?
Who are you going to vote for? Vote 1, anonymous 3-star general.
Either the general would tell the government and then decide whether or not to tell the public, or, much, much worse, the general would unilaterally decide what to tell both the public and the government.
Right, so thank you for coming in, anonymous 3-star general. We really need you to help us deal with the asylum seeker problem.
Now we want to call the operation something scary, something that'll inspire. We've got a few options. Operation Ocean Silence.
Operation See No Evil, Do More Evil? Operation Sovereign Borders. Great, yeah, rolls terrifyingly off the tongue, doesn't it?
Wonderful. But remember, we don't want to know anything about this or any of the other things you're doing.
Yes, so could you be sure to tell us nothing about it? Great.
But Scott Morrison wasn't finished depressing everyone, so he signalled that the coalition could pull Australia out of the Refugee Convention if it felt it was in a refugee emergency. A convention that 145 countries have signed, even America signed a part of it, and they didn't ratify the Convention on the Rights of the Child because it forbids both death sentences and life imprisonment for minors. Are you listening, Scott Morrison? Even the country that didn't ratify the Don't Execute Children document thinks pulling out of the Refugee Convention might make them look bad. Still, I guess these politicians that we elected to make these kinds of decisions know best, even though you don't think they should be making these kinds of decisions.
The Liberal Party. We didn't solve the problem, but you don't know that.